Hello, beautiful people. As you can see, we are driving and I'm keeping my eyes on the road, so you're gonna get a nice side profile of me today. But I just want to offer you guys some words of encouragement, just to know that even when you're feeling depleted, and even if you're feeling like you need a break, it's okay to take a break. I just took a break. I'm coming back from my dad's house. Before I went there, I was definitely feeling depleted and like I needed to recharge and rejuvenate and renew my mind, body, and soul. And I didn't really know that like just being close to family was the cure to that. I got to hang out with some family friends and with my family and just not have any obligations, any work obligations, and that was great. And yeah, now we're here. We're driving back home. I'm gonna do a live workout this morning, and you guys are gonna see this video this afternoon. And
here we are.
Yep, here we are.
So here's my question for you.
Yep.
So as your friend, I listen to you quite often talk about, your goals and your whys, but I don't think you ever really necessarily told, the people that look to you what these whys are. So genuinely, why is your mission people? Why did you choose that?
Well, I've always really loved people. I'm obsessed with human connection. And it doesn't have to be physical connection. It really can just be any sort of connection. I really am intrigued by people that come from different places in the world, or different backgrounds, or even people that have things in common with me. I really love people, and I've always been a people person. But I discovered that I had true purpose in leading people to also have healthy and happy lives. And so I'm able to do that through fitness and wellness. But my ultimate goal, my ultimate reason why, is so that I can have an overflowing abundance to continue to share with other people. Because I feel like when you get, you should give. When you learn, you should teach. Maya Angelou, know that quote. And so I'm on a mission to get more so I can give more. I think my reason for doing everything that I do is for the sake of uplifting others. I love to be of service. I definitely am fulfilled by doing acts of service. Definitely at the center of my why. And then of course, my family. And
in 2 miles, keep left onto I-15 South toward Los Angeles.
I hope you can hear that in this video. Wow. Anyways, so yeah, my family is at the center of that. They are a huge reason why I do what I do. And yeah, anything specific that you mean, or did I answer the question?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the gist.
Okay.
My next question, and this could also technically be a question for me. So you just talked about how you felt that you were feeling depleted, so you thought, okay, this is a great time for me to take a step back, take a moment to recenter. How does someone know whether it's time for a reset, or if they are just not necessarily willing to put in work?
Well, you can feel it. Everything is a feeling. I tell everyone, I think that everything that we do in life is associated with a feeling. If you're depleted, you're going to feel it. If you're not putting in the work, you're also going to feel it. And even in the way that I deliver fitness, I stress to anybody who works with me or does my workouts that it's all about a feeling. Because when you feel good, you'll look good. And so it's not necessarily about counting the calories or counting the pounds or, making sure that you meet this certain weight goal, unless it's for health reasons and your doctor's telling you to do it, but then it's your doctor's job to monitor that, not mine as your fitness instructor or your fitness host or a leader who's leading you on your fitness journey. I think it's very, very, very important that you pay attention to all of the feelings within your mind, body, and soul. And I knew that, like, I was doing a lot of work. I was putting in a lot of time and effort in. And whether that work is physical, mental, or spiritual, it's still work. And I realized that I was kind of going into overload. So for me, I was identifying that feeling of feeling overworked or overwhelmed. And I knew that I needed to just hit pause for a second. And even if that hit pause is just like me going into a different environment, being around different people, getting in the pool, sitting out in the sun, soaking up the rays, whatever the case may be, like, you kind of just learn yourself, and then everything can be like dictated by the feeling that you feel. If you listen to it, if you embrace it, if you fall into it, you'll learn to, you know, adjust wherever you need to. And I knew that it was time for like a little minor adjustment, just because I was doing a lot. So yeah, I guess, does that answer the question?
Yeah. Okay. What is the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
Ooh, ever gotten?
Yeah.
I think this from Dr. Seuss. But it's like something like, it's like a riddle or something, or some nursery rhyme that's like, don't worry about the opinions of others. I know I'm butchering it. It might be this hodgepodge of a bunch of different quotes that I've heard, but I know the baseline comes from Dr. Seuss. But like, don't worry about the opinions of others or what they think about you. For those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind.
It's be who you are and say what you feel.
Boom. Okay, but did Dr. Seuss say that?
I mean, either Dr. Seuss or maybe Winnie the Pooh.
Well, I love him too. So, yeah, one of our childhood characters told us to just do us. And I think that's the best piece of advice. I don't think that I've applied it for my entire life, but I definitely do think it's the best piece of advice that I have ever gotten and that I could ever give.
Okay. What is the best decision you've ever made for your career, and what's the best decision you've ever made for your life? So far, of course.
I would say the best decision I ever made for my career was starting Deja Athletics and accepting a position with Pop Sugar. And the best decision I've ever made for my life was marrying my husband.
Love that. Hashtag goals.
Goals, yeah.
Who is your biggest inspiration and why?
I think you've asked me that before.
No, I never said and why. And I said fitspiration.
Oh, so this is inspiration.
Yeah, just like, not like for fitness, but you as a person.
I think I'm gonna have to say Oprah, because she's all encompassing everything that like I aspire to be. I think just her position in this world and the figure that she is and the strong black woman that she is, and all of the struggles and trials and tribulations that she's been through have been huge examples to me. I feel like I learned so much from watching her and learning about her and reading her books and listening to her podcasts and doing her meditations with Deepak Chopra. And yeah, I just love Oprah.
We all love Oprah.
We do. Well, I think everyone loves Oprah.
Yeah. We stan Oprah.
Loves Oprah. Oprah for president.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I really am. I love her, but
Elect someone who is qualified.
yes, please.
Okay. Ooh, a deep question. Is the person you are now, the person you were 10 years ago, somebody that they would be proud of.
Absolutely, yeah. But I'm also proud of the person that I was 10 years ago because I was doing the best that I can, or the best that I could at that time. I think we're all just doing the best that we can, and I think that, you know, when we're younger, we maybe have less wisdom, and there's experiences that need to be had for us to get to the point that we're in now. So, like, I definitely would say my 10-year younger self would look up to my 10-year older self, but also my 10-year older self would admire my 10-year younger self.
Okay, and then where do you hope to be 10 years from now?
I don't know. We're in quarantine. Does anybody know? Does anybody know where they're going to be? If you know where you're going to be 10 years from now, please drop it in the comments. Let me know where I'm going too. Because to be honest with you, I don't even think anybody knows what we're doing tomorrow. So, you know, we're planning day by day, moment by moment, and we're all really just doing the best that we can to get through this crazy time. Yeah, I really honestly can't predict, but I do hope I'm a mom in 10 years. Less than 10 years, I hope. And I hope that I own a home, and I hope that I'm continuing to follow my dreams, and I'm still passionate about what I do, and I hope that I'm still leading people to lead healthier and happier lives, to live healthier and happier lives. Yes.
Amen. A far less deep question, but just as important. When are you going to drop your skincare routine?
Ha! Well, I mean, people keep asking for that, and for my daily diet. I'll get around to it. What's most important for me right now is just maintaining these workouts and finding a rhythm in order to do those on a weekly basis. But I definitely will make sure that I give some skincare tips, some diet tips. Yeah, if you guys are watching these videos alongside my workouts, let me know what you want to see and get specific. If there's something that you want to know, what's my nightly routine for my skin? What do I do throughout the week for my skin? Or like, if you want to know what I'm eating for lunch, or maybe what I'm eating for breakfast, or maybe what my favorite snacks are.
The hard-hitting questions. Forget anything I've asked. The real question is, what's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tarts?
I don't like Pop-Tarts.
Blasphemy.
Well, I don't like Pop-Tarts, but my baby sister does. She's sleeping in the back. And, yeah, I've never liked Pop-Tarts.
I really have to say the same, but when I was a tennis superstar, that was my snack of choice on the courts. Only because they held so well and they're packed with calories.
I mean, yeah, sure. It's a lot of sugar, but
yeah,
whatever floats your boat.
It helped me with my serve.
All right, if that's what you thought. I'm pretty sure your mindset helped you with your serve. I don't think the Pop-Tarts had anything to do with it, but, you know.
12-year-old me would beg to differ.
I mean, potentially. It could have been really, really helpful. It could have been really resourceful to just, you know, eat a Pop-Tart before you, like, pop that ball over the net.
Speaking of,
over the fence.
if you hit it over the fence, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. But speaking of tennis and other sports that we no longer play, what of all the sports that you've played that you no longer practice now was your favorite one?
Well, I was never much of a sports player. I'm definitely a true athlete at heart, but my sport of choice was dance, which many may argue is not even a sport.
They're wrong.
Yes, they are wrong. However, I would also say that the only other sport aside from dance that I played was tennis. So I'm going to have to say that that would have been my favorite.
Listen, don't come for my brand, okay?
I'm not coming for your brand. What, you're the only person who can play tennis? What are you, Venus and Serena's protege? What the hell?
I could be.
Maybe you are.
Well, maybe
I don't know.
I've
never seen you on the court, so
you don't want to know.
one day we're gonna get our rackets and we're gonna find out.
That's a socially distant sport, right? You're definitely more than 6 feet apart.
Definitely. You can't play doubles, I don't think. But,
No, you can't do doubles.
but you can definitely hit singles.
Yeah,
A little
you know.
singles match.
Yeah, okay, maybe that could be the next thing.
Okay.
Battle of the former tennis stars.
I didn't call myself a tennis star. You called yourself a tennis star.
Well, okay. Okay, that's good. We could do that.
Okay. I'm down
Comment
for it.
below if anybody wants to see that mess.
Anybody who wants to watch me play tennis. Well, I don't know. I really can't quite fathom why someone would want to watch me just playing tennis, because I'm not a tennis superstar like yourself.
Well, you know, people like to see other people doing their best. So,
Okay.
You know.
Well, that I can do.
Okay. Last question.
Yes.
What's your favorite kind of shoe?
My favorite kind of shoe?
Yeah. I myself love a good sandal.
I'm torn between a sneaker and a slide. Because I like a slide, but I can't do anything active in a slide. So it's really just for comfortability, roaming around the house, running some errands. After I've been working out all day or on my feet all day, I slide my feet into a slide. But sneakers are really what I live in. I'll tell you what my favorite shoe is not. I will not rock a heel.
That's
I
a nice
mean, I
chunky
have
one.
before, but that is just not my shoe of choice.
Well, okay then. I won't get you a stiletto for Christmas.
Please don't do that. You'll be wasting your money.
In 2 miles, continue on to I-210 west toward Pasadena.
Thank you. Well, on that note, we're gonna continue on this lovely journey back to LA.
Love you guys.
Bye.